What's up guys, Chef here. Today we're playing some Minecraft. This is one of the things I've looked forward to the most when I had the idea to start this channel, is I really wanted to do some Minecraft, and mostly because one really is the loneliest number, and when you play a game like Minecraft, it's fun, and then there's still just that, it's just you do all these things and make all these nice aesthetic changes, but you're always the only one that really ever appreciates it. So being able to kind of present, a single player Minecraft world to the internet and let everybody see it, comment on it, maybe even interact with it a little bit, it's something that just I've really looked forward to doing. And today we were playing Feed the Beast. I'm in Feed the Beast Lite. It's the entire mod pack except for Thaumcraft. And the reason there is no Thaumcraft is because I think Thaumcraft is such an extensive mod and such a good mod that it should really be played by itself. I think if you're going to appreciate Thaumcraft the most, it's a very good standalone mod. Just on its own, it is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new world here. Go through. We'll call it Hello YouTube, if I can type. Game mode survival. We'll go to more world options. Generate structures on. World type. Large biomes. Bonus chests can stay off. I'm going to allow cheats just in case I feel the need that I get in a situation where changing the game mode so you get stuck, or if I eventually get bored and kind of want to play around a little bit, I like to have cheats on just so I can kind of get into there and kind of play around a little bit. So we're going to go to done and create new world. Now the reason I've chose Feed the Beast versus vanilla is that I really enjoy vanilla Minecraft. It's just, it gets very boring after a while to me. It's why there's still many things to do, and while I haven't done everything, I've not killed the Ender Dragon, I've not killed a Wither, it still just gets to be a little boring. And I find that mods like Feed the Beast allow you to appreciate what is still kind of the vanilla game in a lot of the same aspects, and that was my cell phone, I apologize for that. It gives you something more to do, and it also kind of adds a level of complexity that I really enjoy. And now the one thing you also won't see me use, even though I do have it installed because I didn't want to remove it from the mod pack in case it interfered with some of the other mods, is red power. I do not like red power. The reason I don't like red power is because I find some of the joy in Minecraft is when you're creating machines and functional things, is that trying to work around kind of the clutteriness of it. How do I explain this? I like the difficulties that you have to face when trying to build clocks and timers, and red power just compacts everything so much, and you're kind of trading resources where you're having to just dump in a bunch of resources and get a small compact one block clock. I'd rather have to deal with putting all the big convoluted pieces in place and trying to hide it and still make it function properly. To me, that's part of the joy of the game. It's part of the challenge, and it's another thing to overcome, and it's one of the things I really like about Minecraft. So I will not be using red power. I'm going to take a second to get everything set up the way that I want, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, I got everything set up. You notice I turned the radar and the minimap off. I just feel like it's a little cheaty. Little cheaty to have all the monsters showed up in the top corner. I went ahead and used the cheats that I kept on, as I said, to reset the time of day, because I lost a few minutes getting all the hotkeys set up and getting everything set up the way that I want it. So let's go ahead. I like to start out, try to find a decent place to set up. I'm in the forest. I like forests. I would like to find something with maybe some kind of rocky outcroppings, things that make it easier to get to stone. There's that little pit back there. I might post up back there. I like large biomes. I think it gives the game a better feel, but it does make... Yeah, that'll do. Large biomes do give a better feel, but it does make kind of finding an ideal situation when you're first starting out. It can be a little difficult. And we start the way every Minecraft game starts, punching trees. Now the mods I'll be using the most in this are most likely going to be, it's a lot of Buildcraft and Industrial Craft. Those are the two mods I really enjoy. I used to play Tekkit a lot, and Tekkit kind of gave way to Feed the Beast. So I'll probably it'll be a lot of those. I think again, it's that level of complexity that I enjoy, and kind of one thing leads to another. Oh, I have automatic crafting tables, but oh, now I want logistics pipes so that I can get everything working together, and you don't need to, but you just really want to. So, what are you? Some of the textures, it's been a while since I've played this, so oh yeah, there's a Chef Creeper, my preferred skin. So I'll grab our crafting table, and I'm going to try to make this as as efficient as possible. I want to try to limit my editing a little bit. And also because I want to include a lot of what I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and grab a pick. And then go ahead and pick up some cobblestone. One thing I always find it enjoyable when I watch other people's Minecraft videos is how people set up their hotbar. It's one of those things. Sometimes it frustrates the hell out of me to watch people set their hotbar up some ways, and other times I'm just like, oh yeah, that's actually pretty logical. It's one of the tricks I picked up for setting up a hotbar is actually keep your torches in the last spot down here, because you usually have your pick in hand, and so if you have your pick in hand and digging, you can just scroll wheel up, you have a torch, and then scroll wheel back down. You're right back on your pick. It seems the most efficient way to me. I might be alone, and so feel free to share what your feelings on that in the comments. So I got a nice little base camp set up here. I have the nice kind of this wall behind me, and it'll be easy to kind of block this in really quick. So let's go gather some wood. I'm probably going to gather the wood, and then I'll come back when I'm finished. So I didn't even realize this. I just kind of chose this spot because it was aesthetically pleasing, had open stone and a nice little pool of water here. Looks kind of pretty. Didn't realize there's a cave system that I haven't actually explored, but I do see there's some exposed iron right there. So this is actually a very ideal spot. This doesn't happen often. I usually have really bad luck with the areas that I spawn in when I play Minecraft. So I'm going to go back to harvesting wood, killing chickens, and once I'm ready to kind of start building, I'll come back. Alright, so I went ahead and cleared out all the trees in my immediate area. I kind of did this way. There's no convenient hiding places for monsters after the nightfall comes, which is actually coming pretty soon, so I should really get to building, especially because I still have some shady spots up there. So I'm going to start throwing down some wood, get a nice rough little house built, and hopefully not get killed in the night. Hopefully I won't get killed and actually place blocks properly, and not try to break wood with a shovel, because that's not a good idea. And yeah, it's one of the things I love. It's one of the reasons I really wish it's something that I wish Jeb and the development team with Minecraft would just pick up and integrate into the game, which is the inventory tweaks mod. If you use any mod, I highly recommend that one because it just makes everything so much easier. One of my favorite things is when you're building is, if you've noticed, if you're not familiar with inventory tweaks, when you run out of a block, just make sure I don't have any gaps here. Should do right here. When you run out of a block that you're building with, like I was with the wood, it immediately replaces it in your hotbar. So yeah, it replaces the block that you have in hand with more of it if you have it in your inventory. So it's very, very convenient. Anyways, you can hear the zombies outside saying hello. Hopefully, for those of you that aren't familiar with Buildcraft and Industrial Craft, this will also serve as kind of a tutorial. I'll try to explain some of the things I do when I get to that level. And I'm building fences because fences make very good windows. You can see outside. I don't believe they let light in. I don't think the lighting engine works that way. I think even if there's a light source block on the other side of this or just daylight, it won't come through this. As you see daylight, and zombies can't get through, arrows can't be shot through, so it's very, very functional in that regard. I'm hoping this will be a nice tutorial for some of you that might not be familiar with Buildcraft and Industrial Craft, because it can be a little daunting when you first come up to it if you're not sure what's going on. And actually, copper is one of those things that becomes incredibly necessary. It's easy to burn through it in the very beginning. You use a lot of copper in Buildcraft and Industrial Craft, and it seems like it's everywhere. I can just go ahead and burn through all my copper. I don't recommend doing that. You need a lot of copper because pretty much copper is used for wires, and wires are used for everything else. For those of you who might not be familiar, this is marble. It's strictly an aesthetic block. Don't believe it has any function, and if it does, I don't think it's a specific function, and I don't think it's very important. So I got all this cleared out. Marble is a really good block to build with, just because it mines really quickly. It's very plentiful, as you see when you find a marble deposit. It's huge. So, and it's also really nice looking. It's a great aesthetic block. And again, it's everywhere. You'll find lots and lots of it. So I can go ahead, get a farm built, try to hunt down some sheep, and hopefully not get demolished by creepers and this very angry spider. Go ahead, place up our fence gates. And, unfortunately I don't have a bucket, so starting a farm might be a little difficult, but I can actually what I might do is gather up some dirt, and then I might just build out this way and then use this water to naturally irrigate it, which is I think exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, hello. Sup? Come here. Oh, don't fall in the hole. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why is the side of your head all fucked up? And I think, yep, he died. He did. And we're good. So, go back to the house real quick, build up a hoe, and plant these seeds, and hopefully we'll have some wheat soon enough, and I won't have to worry about food for a while. I also do have equivalent exchange installed, and that is another fantastic mod. It's really kind of changes the way that the game plays for you, especially towards the end, because things like food, you don't really have to farm. You don't have to build it up. You can just use equivalent exchange to get your food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. And let's go find us a sheep. I see pigs. I see pigs through the glitch world. And I'll happily take pigs because I do need to eat while I'm waiting for my crops to grow. But I need sheep. Oh, interesting. Glitchy pigs. Give me some glitchy bacon. This is probably one of the most frustrating things about early game Minecraft is finding sheep. If you do not spawn next to sheep, sometimes you have to walk a very, very, very long way to find them. Rubber tree. Now rubber is another one of those resources you really need a lot of when dealing with industrial craft and buildcraft. And it's actually it's another thing that I use equivalent exchange for a lot, just because rubber farming is just a massive pain. So I'm gonna try to remember to come through here. I'm actually gonna mark another little waypoint here. Nah, let's try not to abuse the waypoint system. I'll try to come back through here so I can get when the leaves decay, hopefully a rubber sapling will drop, because, again, in the beginning of the game, you need a lot of rubber to get started. Like, it's obscene how much rubber you really need at the very beginning just to get the basics of buildcraft and industrial craft going. This is what you actually need, is the sticky resin. This is what you make rubber out of. You can make rubber out of the wood, but you get 1 rubber ball from wood, you get 3 from the resin, so the resin is very, very important. No, no, ooh, ooh. A ravine with a tree in it, and world holes and derpy water. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna turn around and go home, and probably just kind of let the night go by again. Tree pig. Lots of pigs around here. Actually, I might let them live. Just remember that there's a bunch of pigs due north of my house. That way, if I want to drag them back and set up a nice little piggy farm, I can. Bacon farm. So I'm going to go ahead and wait out the night, do a couple small menial things to pass the time, and I'll come back when daylight is here. Alright, so during the night I decided to work on building down into a strip mine, and I dug straight down. I broke rule 1 of Minecraft, and I am now in a little cave. It looks fairly harmless for now. I don't think he can get me. That's good. I don't think anything can get me from over here, so that's... Yeah, they're all stuck, so this way's safe. Unless a skeleton pops up and shoots me. Gonna go ahead and explore this little cave system. As long as it's safe. I think this is, yep, that's uranium. This is probably not smart, and I'm gonna have to stop because that was my last torch. Or do I have any sticks on me? I do have some sticks. I found some coal as well. I hear walking. I'm very paranoid right now. Yeah, this is where I was building my little strip mine, or my little way down, and ended up in this cave system by accident. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a little staircase. I hear walking, and it's still making me paranoid even though I'm safe right now. So this has been kind of a slow starting episode. I've been a little kind of stuck due to looking for things like sheep, which is a little boring to watch, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one here, and I will see you guys next